me also talk a little bit about the ecosystem of education, because I do think that that has changed over the course of time. And I don't think we've perfected it yet. I think that we're on our way, but we haven't perfected it. So now we have public schools, we have public charter schools. People talk about this idea of vouchers. You have independent schools that are not affiliated with organized religion, and then you have religious-based schools. Those are all a part of the ecosystem. But the question is, does everyone have access to a quality choice? And so for me, that's where this issue of school choice comes into play. I'm not a real big fan of the idea of vouchers, in particular taking public money to fund private education. But I am a proponent of people having a choice of good quality public options. Every student should have access to a quality public school. And that can be a public school, it can be a charter school. When charters were first introduced on the scene, the idea behind charters was that they would have more autonomy to be able to come up with a curriculum that would meet the needs of young people, and that the best lessons learned from the model of charter schools would then be put back into the bigger public school systems. Why? Because where do most of the kids go? To public schools. So to be able to transplant the lessons learned that we find out are super effective into a broader public school system would then allow more young people to benefit from it. My issue with charters is that we haven't necessarily done that. We've learned what works, and we've kept it in those siloed institutions. When we're able to share those lessons and spread that wealth, then we have the ability to say all children have access to this, whether or not it's your local neighborhood public school, or if it's your charter school, or frankly, if it's an independent school that has learned what the secret sauce is. Why aren't we sharing what we know is going to be effective for young people? Do we want all young people to have access to quality education and learn and be successful and be critical thinkers? Or do we want that for only some people?